Welcome to Flow Up News channel. Dear audience, the U.S. President Joe Biden is heading to Vietnam on September 10, the White House announced on Monday. After the announcement, the Global Times, a Chinese state-run media, has posted an article said that the U.S. and Vietnam are eyeing developing ties to a higher level is one of the actions aimed to contain China's development. The paper cited Su Liping, director of the Center for Southeast Asian Studies at the Chinese Academy of Social Sciences, said that Vietnam has a long-existing diplomatic plan to develop strategic partnership with all 5 permanent members of the UN Security Council. And the U.S. is the last one to have it due to the complicated U.S.-Vietnam relations. The complications in relations between the U.S. and Vietnam, according to Su, is that Vietnam is a socialist country, so it's facing ideological pressure from the U.S., and many conflicts and attacks within Vietnam are related to U.S.-backed anti-government organizations. The country is facing a long-standing threat of color revolutions from the U.S. since the end of the Vietnam War. Su Liping also said that lingering historical issues after the Vietnam War are another problem. These issues include the U.S. committed war crimes as using bio and chemical weapons, massacring civilians during the war, and caused generational harm to Vietnamese people, and added to geopolitical concerns. Su suggested that these issues have made Vietnam-U.S. ties worse low. In addition, Su said Biden will face domestic pushback on becoming closer to Vietnam. This pushback comes from conservative forces in the U.S. Congress and from other political groups that are hostile toward Vietnam and the Communist Party of Vietnam. Another expert who was cited by the Global Times is Li Hai-tung, a professor at China Foreign Affairs University. Li said that the U.S. is now deciding to upgrade ties with Vietnam because its priority is the major power competition against China and Russia, and Washington will try to everything it can to make the biggest use of the regional dispute around China to create troubles. Li noted that the Biden administration is searching for another Ukraine in Asia. Vietnam needs to stay calm and vigilant to avoid being used by the U.S. as a pawn to contain China on its geopolitical chessboard. For Vietnam's part, Su Liping said China and Vietnam are two socialist countries with a high level of mutual trust, so we don't have ideological problems. And the inter-party relationship between the Communist Party of China and the Communist Party of Vietnam guides the development of bilateral relations. Hanoi understands that a stable relationship with China is the key to safeguarding the political security of its socialist system. Thus, the article of the Global Times concludes that the U.S.-Vietnam relations can never match the level of China-Vietnam relations, which is why Vietnam retains close communications with China before or after significant engagement with the U.S. So any impact of closer U.S.-Vietnam relations should not be over-exaggerated.